Hey friends, happy Friday. We are going to do a Friday fun day, but I'm practicing with it, so you'll have to be patient with me. Um, and let's see if this is going to work. All right.
Hey, I think we
Hey.
have it.
Okay.
Hey, how are
All
you?
right. Very good. Okay, so we're starting our 5 minutes from here. And first of all, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. And I want to let all of my Facebook friends know who you are. So this is my friend Jennifer. Not coincidental that we have the same name because we are very similar. And Jennifer and I met at a Brian Buffini conference in Nashville. And she went by herself, I went by myself, and so we teamed up and spent the whole that experience together. And then we've just strengthened our working relationship and friendship since then. So Jennifer is a high producing agent in the New Jersey market. Okay,
Yes.
what do you want? You want to say a little hi to everyone or introduce anything?
Hello. No, I mean you are such a go-getter, and I want to thank you for inviting me on this morning. We're both experiencing it obviously for the first time, so hopefully it goes
Okay,
well.
very good. So every Friday or as many Fridays as possible, we know how real estate's so fluid. I want to come to you guys and do a 5 minute kind of like week recap. And also just add some value to you because you know that's my main goal. And so the reason I feel like Jennifer is a valuable person to have on this is because number one, she's a high producing agent and she's in a completely different market than us. And yet real estate's real estate no matter where you're at. So the principles remain the same, even though the geography might be different. Second thing is Jennifer and I completed 75 Hard together. So if you have not heard of 75 Hard, I can't actually advocate for the actual podcast and things like that because the way he speaks is not in our culture. However, I have developed a 100-day program that we're starting on Monday, and it is very, very similar to 75 Hard. And yet it's different. And I've had many people ask me, is this just about fitness? It is actually I mean, yes, fitness is a component, but Jen, how would you describe your experience with 75 Hard and how many times have you done it now or your variation?
Yeah, so again, I think just very quick history. I lost my mom about in 2018. So I went through a really rough time. And as I was coming out of that rough time, then the pandemic hit. So I think with all of that, my first hard thing that I did was CrossFit. And then the pandemic hit. And then we couldn't go anymore. But in any event, I think the 75 and hard was very, it wasn't the first hard thing I did, but, you develop, it was kind of the next level of hard, basically. So I needed a new challenge to remind myself just how far I could go again, because, at that point when we did it, it was like maybe a couple years post CrossFit. But every time you do something difficult, something that tests your limits, you kind of build up a muscle memory. And so it's physical, it's spiritual, it's emotional, and it's mental. So every time that you give yourself some evidence that you can complete something that's extremely difficult, just makes everything else a lot easier. So it's just when your mind and your heart aligned, you can kind of do anything.
Okay, so tell me, how do you feel like the principles? Well, let's shift gears and let's talk about how. Um, what would you say is one of the most important daily habits that you have that has helped you grow your real estate career? So just a 2 second, like, how long have you been in? What's your transaction goal this year? What's your market like?
Okay, so my market is a daily roller coaster in New Jersey. We have a lot of people from the city and stuff like that. So every day it's something new. Again, I feel like in the past 5 years, there's just been so much uncertainty in the market. And every time there's a lot of uncertainty, you have to choose if you're going to operate out of fear or if you're going to operate out of faith. And all of my buyers that have taken that step when it's the scariest have benefited from it. Everybody's done very, very well financially with the appreciation. But the thing is, you need to make sure that you take that step when it feels the scariest. That's when you can strike. That's when you can get the deals. Our market, some are still in a multiple offer situation, and then some properties that are priced very well, in my opinion, are sitting there because people are assuming that people are going to be in multiple offer situations. So sitting on the sidelines just never really works out. You have to take a step towards that dream, and then you'll accomplish it.
Okay, very good. So, do you use a CRM?
Oh
Okay.
gosh, yes. So this, yes. So I didn't used to use a CRM. I didn't believe in it. 5, 6 years ago, I did not believe in it. I just felt as though I'm a very relationship oriented person, and I felt as though I should just remember everything. I should remember the birthdays. I should remember the home anniversaries. Like that should just all be, because that's, to me, that meant I was being off. But really, that's not realistic. So, between the business, between my kids, between everything that's happening in life, my CRM is kind of like my personal assistant. It's kind of my accountability partner. And on messy days and good days, um, it's there. I open up my computer in the morning and I have my list of things to do. And then at the end of the day, I'm proud because I've shown up for all of my clients who all become friends. I don't forget anything now. Um, in the past I would forget, not intentionally, and I would feel very bad about that. So basically, with the guilt, then there's a little bit of shame. Then I would hesitate on reaching out because I felt bad. And now I don't feel that way. I am very proud of who I am, how I am with my clients, how I am with my friends. And it gives me the confidence that I need. So the CRM completely changed everything for me.
Okay, awesome. So if you're watching and you don't know what a CRM is, or you don't know what we're talking about, that's your first action item for today is contact me or contact Jennifer so that we can talk to you about that and point you in the right direction, because education without implementation is entertainment. And while we are very entertaining, we are not here to entertain you today. We're here to add value to you, right, Jen?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a great
And
business.
then I didn't see what time we started, so I don't know. Does your thing show you how far we are? No. Okay. So
No.
we're gonna just keep going just for another minute, because we know that conversations and work expand to the time allotted, and so we don't want to take up a ton of your time. But anyone who's joining me on this 100-day challenge that starts on Monday, um, having done a physical mental challenge that involves reading each day, moving each day, not adhering to a diet, but adhering to a meal plan that can hopefully propel you into a lifestyle of healthy eating, which doesn't include any alcohol. All of those things. What would be your one piece of advice of anyone who, let's say, they're on the fence about whether they want to join me on this challenge, which I'm going to be on it with you, so you're not going to be alone. What would you say would be your one piece of advice for anyone that's on the fence?
Don't quit. So even if you, I understand 75 and hard is, you don't want to miss a day, but give yourself grace. So if you do 9 of the 10 things, or 5 of the 8 things, or whatever the list of the things that are important to you, if you accomplish most of them, give yourself grace and try and do better the next day. Don't give up. Don't say, oh, I missed 3 things, so now I have to give up and start over, because that is the biggest mental roadblock that I've come across. So make yourself a list and do your best to adhere to it. If you can get 80% done, 85% done, you are killing it.
Okay.
That's it.
So there's so much more that both of us could add to that. So also, if you have any questions about 75 hard, if you know anyone that might be relocating to the New Jersey area, now you have a contact, and she can
Yes.
definitely help you. She's a rock star. So if you have any questions about anything we covered today, like I said, next week we'll do better. This was our first time. Know better, do better,
Did
right?
great.
So I like to wrap everything up with a 3, 2, 1. So 3 things you learned, 2 things that you're going to implement or share, and then 1 thing that you're going to implement. So if the 1 thing you're going to implement is starting me on the 100-day journey, I would love that. Message me. And like Jennifer said, this morning at the gym, someone said to me, well, I'm going on vacation, so I don't know if I should join it. Yes, of course you should, because I had not shared that with Jennifer, and she shared that with all of us, is that, yes, 75 hard is a very strict pass or fail, which is why I came up with this 100-day challenge. Here at Legacy Realty Advisors, our agent goal this year is to close 100 transactions. Everyone that starts at Legacy, we have the 100 days to greatness. So I thought it was definitely in culture for us to have a 100-day challenge that does include all of these things. So even if you get, like Jennifer said, if you get 80% of them, you're still 80% better than a million other people out there that don't even try,
Yep.
right? Okay,
Just get 1%
there you
better every
go.
day. That's all. 1% better
All
every day.
right. Well, thank you so much. And everyone that joined us, thank you for joining us. We will post this on my YouTube page. I would love for you to go to my YouTube page and subscribe. And we'll be doing this every Friday. So if you have a business, local or otherwise, that you want to talk about, I would love that. I love all things Tulsa: family, faith, fitness, fun, and finances. So Jennifer, thanks again for your time.
Thank
Everybody
you.
have a great weekend,
Thank
and we will
you.
see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.